All right, so this time we're going to take a look at how we can nest layouts within each other. So the first thing I want to do is just create a class, and we'll call it layouts. And within this class, we're going to initialize, we're going to utilize that initialization function. So define init. Now, I want you to notice that I'm doing like 2 underscores here. And if you remember from last time, self is any word we can use, right? We're just this initialization thing, or this initialization method only takes one parameter, which is used to identify whatever we're interacting with within this method. So for this one, I'm just going to use the word self. Now we're going to use self to say that the window that's contained within this class. So we're going to say self win equals, and then we're going to use our commands, and we're going to create a window. And the title of this window is just whatever we want, but we're going to do layout because this is our example. And then we're going to set the width and the height equal to 400 by 400, so we could see it a little bit easier on my monitors. And then we want to use a column layout so everything is stacked on top of each other. So I'm just going to copy this and then paste it here, dot layout. And actually we're going to do column layout. And let's just go ahead and show our window. So commands dot show window, and the window we want to show is this guy right here. And then down here, outside of our actually we want to just call this class. So we're just going to do layouts here. Actually, this should be in line with our class here. So I'm going to hit Control Enter, and let's grab this again. Let's paste it here. So I'm going to save this so that we can keep, let's see, editor. Let's go to scripts, and let's name this script. We're going to name this one layouts. And let's make that capital. And now when I hit Control Enter, it won't get rid of it if it doesn't play right away. So let's save this. And it looks like I spelled this wrong. Let's see. So it's N-I-N-I-T. Let's save that and run it. There we go. So there's our default window that we've been playing with. So we've initialized the window here. So let's take a look at how we can parent certain layout objects and how we can nest them within each other. So the first thing we're going to look at is we want to create a row layout because we have a column layout where everything is stacked. Now we want to put them in a row next to each other. So the way to do that, I'm going to copy this and I'm just going to change the name of column layout to just row. And now what this will do is inside of this row, we have a row. And we want to identify the number of columns we want in that row. So number of columns. And for now, we're just going to make that equal to 2. So now we have a row with 2 columns in it. And if you need to, just look at like a Excel spreadsheet and look at the row which goes across and then the 2 columns. Now, like what we can do for the first essentially the first field is we're going to make an input. Well, what we'll do is we'll first, in the first column, we'll have text, right? So this could be, let's see, commands.text. So in our first column, we'll have some text, and the text will be a label. And we'll make this equal to, please input a number. Do like capitalize the first letter. Now the thing that is I'm kind of off center right now, so I'm kind of having trouble lining up with my keyboard. So there's our first column. The second thing we want to do is make the input box. So all we have to do is write self.input. And actually what we can do is, yeah, we'll just call this self.input1, and we'll make this equal to commands dot integer field. Remember, if you remember before, we did a float field. Now we need to parent this. We have to set this parent to this column layout here. So let's actually comment this, because this could be a little more abstract than the other stuff. So we want to parent the row we created to our original column. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to do commands dot set parent. Now, in order to get to the highest level, just like if you've ever done coding before, you could do dot dot, and that'll just mean that it goes up. Now, we have two columns here. And within those two columns, we have a text field, and then we have this. So let's say we want to do this again. So actually, let's just save this, and I'll hit Control Enter to double check if we have syntax errors. And it looks like we do. Let's see, show window, set parent, row layout, number of columns equals 2. Number of columns equals 2. Actually, this is, we're passing in a string here. Let's see. There we go. So here is our please input a number, and here's the number. We can enter whatever. If you want to put another one just below it, all you have to do is copy this and then paste this. And then what we do is we change it from input 1 to 2. And I think that should just pop up another field. Yeah, there we go. So please input a number. And then so here is our input for column 2. And yeah, so there's our window. So this is really how you can nest your, this is how we can do like nested row layouts. So just remember the set parent and all the other stuff. I'm gonna, if you need to, you can pause the video here and just copy this if you need it. But that's the end of this video.